What do you remember most from your time as an elementary, junior high, or high school student? It might impress your old teachers if you recall that one specific lesson about Shakespeare, or how you finally mastered the math or science equations that frustrated you for so long, or even that lecture about the Bill of Rights in history class. But would these be the first memories that come to the forefront of your mind? Likely not. Instead, conversations, friendships, pranks in class, inspiration from a teacher or coach, class trips, the atmosphere at a school event, the relationships. These are the moments that most of us can probably recall before anything else. These are the moments that have made up decades of experiences for McCool Junction alumni. These are the memories that keep us coming back every year to support our community, in order to pass on that same feeling of nostalgia to generations of Mustang alumni yet to come.
Paul Underwood. He graduated in 1964 from McCool, then went to the University of Nebraska. I love track, and I love football, I love basketball. We had great teachers, and I remember Miss McNamara when I started in 8th grade. She was a stickler for hygiene. If she walked behind you and saw some dirt behind your ear, you weren't showering or taking a bath good enough, and she brought to your attention and embarrassed you, but you come the next day, that didn't happen again. And I remember this road wasn't blacktop. Rain that got so bad, I'd bring a little Ford tractor with a hay wagon and picked up 10 kids to get to school. I mean, that sounds old-fashioned, but we'd done it because we wanted to be at school.
I'm Heather Stair, used to be Heather Bellis. I graduated in 1992, yes, 1900s. I was involved in lots of things, band and choir, speech, one act, volleyball, basketball, track, but I became a track manager because I'm not a great runner. And then student council, NHS, stuff like that. And then I went to Midland Lutheran in Fremont, got my music degree, and then went and taught at Weeping Water Public Schools, and then Omaha, and then took 10 years off. And then Mr. Fisher called me and said, it's time for you to come back to work. And I went, well, okay, sure. And I've been here since. That's 15 years ago. I mean, I remember high school, bus rides, parades. We did field marching back in the day. The sporting events, riding. I remember when Walk Like an Egyptian was became popular song, and we were going to a basketball game, and I don't even know if it was Bruning, or I don't even know if we played them at the point, but I remember listening to some of that stuff on the bus, and us girls all doing hair and all that fun stuff. I do remember one time some girls and I, as seniors, we were at one act practice, and we decided we were going to pull a prank, and so we taped the door there by the dumpsters and snuck back in after everybody was gone, and we snuck upstairs to our history teacher at the time, and we turned posters and took, we didn't do anything major, but we did enough. And then the next day, the boys were the ones that got in trouble for it. Here we were the girls, and not, we didn't do stuff like that, but that was a funny memory that I do remember.
Hello fellow Mustangs, my name is Allie Peters-Jackson. I graduated from McCool Junction High School in 2009 and was part of McCool Junction's largest class in their history with 33 students. My first couple years of high school, I was a 3-sport participant. I played in band, enjoyed FCA, yearbook, newspaper, and by the time my junior year rolled around, we had been in process of starting our very first McCool Junction FFA chapter. I was heavily involved in getting that program off the ground. I enjoyed serving as a FFA officer my junior and senior year, and through the course of all of that involvement, it really helped shape my studies in college. I've always enjoyed attending Evening with the Stars, and probably out of my almost 16 years out of high school, have attended 3/4 of the events that have been held. The MCIF and Evening with the Stars project that most directly impacted me while I was in school would have to be the creation of the new building in the library. I look forward to seeing what they can improve next. Cough, cough, the ag room could use a little love. But seriously, coming back year after year, driving around school, driving around town, it's so easy to see what the impact of Evening with the Stars and your efforts and everybody who gives of their time, talent, and gifts has done and will continue to do.
Evening with the Stars, an event that has become widely known and synonymous with McCool Junction's sense of resilience, innovation, and love for its community. At the center of that love has always sat McCool Junction Public School, the beating heart of our small town. Beginning in the early 2000s, Evening with the Stars was formed with the vision of raising funds to update certain school facilities, starting with the school's outdoor dirt track. And while the goal of a new track did ultimately come to fruition, it is the understanding of the larger impact that Evening with the Stars had that keeps us coming back every year. The survival of our school. While it's hard to even think of now, there was a time when that survival was called into question. Not just the survival of a building or classroom or playground, but the survival of memories. The moments at McCool School that we can all look back on. A conversation with a favorite teacher. A lively student section at a football or basketball game. A sense of home when you walk through the halls. In one word, nostalgia. Evening with the Stars has ensured that that sense of nostalgia continues to be felt by generations of McCool alumni long after they've graduated. This year, we celebrate that nostalgia, along with those of you that have made it a reality for future members of the Mustang family to relive their memories of McCool with their families.